them bags of cement all the day and half the night, till his back was there broken in two.
3 shillings now for a bit of pork, for it's only the pig that can afford it.
And me man out of work over a month. It's not worth the struggle. Indeed, it's not like living at all. It's only waiting for the priest we are to inform us we're dead.
Dead is it? We're alive.
We're alive, we're alive, get that into your head. We're alive, as the old woman said. We're alive on nuts and rum, we're alive till kingdom come. Oh, we starve up and cry on potatoes and bread. We're alive, as the old woman said.
Have you lost your human feeling wallowing in this talk of slaughter?
They say he was hiding from the British for weeks. How did the British find him? Did someone inform on him, do you think?
Will you stop your chatter for God's sakes?
What's come over you, Johnny Boyle? Isn't he coming yet?
is with Swinton.
Me blouse is ripped, ma.
I don't know why a girl on strike wants to be wearing them fancy blouses. It's wearing them things that makes employers think they're giving us too much money.
The hour is past when we'll ask employers' permission to wear what we like.
I'll tell that to the grocer. Me killing myself working, and your father strutting around like a paycock in every pub in Dublin.
How is Mrs. Tancred feeling, ma?
Oh, poor soul. Just sits there, sipping her tea, counting her sorrows like some kind of miser. Johnny, you should go up and pay your respects to Mrs. Tancred, you and her boy being that close.
We wasn't close, not lately we wasn't.
I know it's hard to see a body's sorrow. Go lie down. Now bring you a nice cup of tea.
Hey. If a man was dying, you'd make him swallow a cup of tea.
And it'd keep you breathing a minute longer too. Don't be getting whiny because you're hurt, Johnny. It was you who made a fool of yourself, mixing into the troubles.
I stuck to my principles, ma.
You lost your best principle when you lost your arm. You can't lift a shovel with your principle, and you won't find no work. Shut up in here, neither. One arm or two. It's time you stood up a bit straighter, Johnny.
I've had a cup of tea.
Johnny!
If you fix me blouse, ma, I'm going to sit in the square a bit.
Alone. A pretty piece of goods like you, and what do you do there day after day, for God's sake?
Just breathe the coolness from the trees, and if a thought comes to my head, I'll think it.
Hello, Mrs. Boyle. Mary.
Hello, Jerry.
Hello, Jerry.
Is your husband not home, Mrs. Boyle?
No, he's not, Jerry.
Father Farrow told me of a new job that's on in Rathmines tomorrow. He said they'd give the company a start.
Oh, that's grand, Jerry. Would you find him for me? And tell him to carry himself home. He's wherever Jocks or Davy is, drinking some pub or other.
Would you care to come out, Mary?
Not just this minute, Jerry.
Why don't you give Jerry Devine a nod? What you waiting for? A knight in shining armor, for God's sake?
Just someone whose eyes move in more directions than down to the ground.
Something you get from all those books? I don't know what you're after, Mary.
I don't know myself, ma. I've an unrest inside me. Oh, it's long I have had such an unrest inside me. And it's getting real bad. I'm sleeping at night, and my heart beats so loud that I wake all dizzy and light with a dreaming and feeling this ache. Such a thumping inside me that I think I'll go mad. For I wish it so, but I wish they still don't know. But it's bound to come, though so long to wait. I keep saying tonight or today through the endless days, and my heart clamors and prays it will not come too late. But when come it does, in the shape of love or life, I will give my life and my love I know. I've such grand aims with so many names that I grow numb, but sure one is bound to come, because I wish it so.
I know, Mary. It's not easy to be young. It's a short span to look back on, but a long span to live through.
I've such grand aims with so many names that I grow numb, but sure one is bound to come, because I wish it so. I and I think I'll come back.
You're like I was, Mary. Like I was in me spring year days.
Hurry up with me blouse, Ma.
Is me tail ready, Ma?
In a minute. A man is a creature with burden small. The burden grows bigger as kids grow tall, while the man grows smaller and smaller until there's hardly anything left at all. What does a man do the whole morning, all through the day with the kids in and out? Makes herself sick, watching and warning, always in doubt as to what they're about. Is all the pother worth all the bother? Maybe it's better to leave them alone. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it isn't. Who knows when trouble will strike at your own? What does a man do when it's peaceful? Worries as other mans do. It's too good to be true. When I hear voices calling, ma, 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 and I'm not hard of hearing, ma, 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 I wish I had the power, ma, 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 to do an act of disappearing. I would dearly love to smack that fine sounding check that said God fits the burden to the back. What does a man do when they're bigger? Maybe too big now to give them a clout. Now when they call, it's with more vigor. No, there is more there to worry about. Kids should stay babies, helpless and smaller. Crying they'd be where you put them, I mean. Ah, but you want them stronger and taller. Sure, a ma's caught in betwixt and between. When they don't call, when there's silence, then there is something all wrong.
Ah, me tail!
Ah, me blouse!
Thank God it don't last long.
I'm telling you, I got it straight from my cousin in Boston, Massachusetts. Woodrow Wilson is Irish.
It was that hot upstairs I had to get out for a breath of air. I never perspire in my face or upper regions, but down around my middle parts I'm soaked through. That's the way it goes.
How do you lay hands on me if I don't fix his dinner? Why don't you, for God's sake?
He can wait. Oh my God, a straw hat and a tacky case.
He's a bill collector. Them shoes are English made.
Pardon me. I'm looking for a Mr. Boyle. Perhaps Captain Boyle? I understand the family lives somewhere on this street.
Boyle?
Boyle.
No. There's no Boyle hereabouts. Maybe down the street.
Thank you very much.
Boys have enough troubles without a smiling blather or sniffing at their heels.
Juno Boyle has her burdens. God love her with that husband that won't lift nothing but a pint.
Anyway, Captain Boyle doesn't live here. He lives in Foley's pub, maybe.
Another
describing darling, use the word sparingly. Darling's a special word befitting always you and sometimes me. Now, once I was buddies with someone more refined than you.
Someone more man.
Oh, I gave him up entirely. He was English, see, entirely. You're a darling, a dazzling man. Holy God, you're a darling, darling man. A glass of happiness for my
Are you taking a bit of air, Mary?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Little word again, Mary. Why can't you be friendly?
You won't allow me to be friendly because it's just friendly I want to be.
Listen, Mary. I'm standing for the secretaryship of our union. The job's worth £350 a year. You and I could live nicely on that.
It's not what I want, Jerry. A small flat and living a small life in it. I wish it was, but it's not. I'm going now, and I want to be by myself.
Mary, what's come over you with me? You're the only flower in my heart. The only star in my firmament, and that's how it'll always be, no matter what.
No, Jerry.
It wasn't always like this. You were once delighted to have the arms of Jerry around you. Have you clicked with someone else then?
If you go on like this, Jerry Devine, you'll make me hate you.
Oh, Mary, will forgive us one kind word, such as these 2 years have seldom heard. Why must you be so strange and cool with me? There is another you have in your eye, I see. Say now, who is he? Is it for him you're saving one kind word? Do you recall the time I found you? It was a happy time, I say. And at the time you did permit my arms around you. They are the sacred arms today, but only bitterness have you for me now. Oh, Mary, will you give us one kind word? By what entreaty can you be stirred? How shall I try to pierce the heart in you? Who is this other? Tell me what a man can do. I can do it too. I'm more like a third. Just give us one kind lost my wit. Say that you'll have me, take my love that's infinite, wipe the floor with it. One word, oh Mary, give us one calm word. Mary.
There's not someone else, Jerry. At least I haven't met up with him yet. You won't be long finding a girl far better than I am for your sweetheart, and someone willing to take you as you are. I'm just not as fond of you as you'd like me to be, Jerry. I'd be deceiving you if I told you different. And that's the whole of it. Oh, Jerry, it's not just a drop of kindness you're after. I don't think you need me or anyone that much. I'm not that deep in your heart, Jerry, and if you don't know it, I do. I can't give you what you want, and you won't be happy with just
One kind
Come on in, Doctor. Yeah, good. She's gone out. If nothing else, we'll furnish up a cup of tea.
Ah, a cup of tea's a darling thing, a darling thing.
Are you sure you wouldn't like an egg to go with it,
I
Jockster?
can't stop now, Mrs. Bud. I'm in a desperate hurry. A desperate hurry.
No, pull over a chair, Jockster. People who are too lazy to work are always far more comfortable than sitting.
Too lazy to work. Doctor, you know the foreman over at Murphy's Builders, don't you? Why, he offered you a job, didn't he?
The foreman at Murphy's Builders. Oh, yes. He's a great old buddy of mine, a darling man.
But I am fed up walking around here doing nothing. Now, he promised you that job, didn't he?
Yes. Come down tomorrow morning, says he, and bring any friend of yours you like with you. The pay will be to your taste, says he. Ah, son.
You're a darling man, a darling man.
But I'm feeling a great little Doctor. Then we better bring our shovels.
The shovels, by all means. You bring your short-handled one, and I'll bring me long-handled one. Now, we mightn't need them, but then again we might. For want of a nail, the shoe was lost. For want of a shoe, the horse was lost. For want of a horse, the man was lost. Now, that's a darling proverb, a darling proverb.
Thanks be to God, the pains in my legs are gone.
Now, look here, Mr. Jackie boy. Them yarns won't go down with Juno. If you and Jockster Dane think you can push it over me with them fairy tales,
There she goes.
you'll do far more work with a knife and fork than you'll ever do with a
She's
shovel.
picking up steam.
Everybody calling you captain, and you're only once on the water in an old coal barge from here to Liverpool. Why didn't anybody take you for a second Christopher Columbus?
She's in full sail now.
Did you see Jerry Devine? He says there's a job on in Rathmines tomorrow. Father Farrell says ask for Foreman Mangan and they'll give you a start.
It's a terrible treat.
It won't be long till it travels to your left one. It's a strange sickness that you catch from the smell of a job. You can't climb a ladder, but you can skip like a goat into a stock. Go on, take your supper.
I'll take no supper. I have a little bit of spirit left in me still. You can keep your supper.
Nobody's going to coax you.
Why can't you be like a woman ought to be? Spoiling her man, and she does it willingly.
There's mighty little left to spoil. Spoiled you are already, boy.
You're changing the subject. Why can't you be like our neighbor, Mrs. Coyne? Always a smile, always joking, Mrs. Coyne.
Sure, Mrs. Coyne can smile all day. Paddy Coyne brings home his pay.
You're changing the subject. Why can't you be like 2 words with her, and me self-respect's increase.
You know that she's a widow now. Let that be arranged somehow.
You're changing the subject!
You're running out of subjects.
Not me. There's an old saying, man is the master, woman is there to serve him.
There's another saying, servants are paid by masters who deserve them.
That's not a saying, not a saying. You know as well as me.
I'll tell you what, indeed, if it's not, I swear it ought to be. Sure it ought to be.
There's an old saying, a man's house is his castle, winter and summer.
There's another saying, a man's house needs a man, not a drunken bummer.
That's not a saying, not a saying. You know as well as me.
Who cares a jot, indeed, if it's not, I swear it's going to be. Sure it's going to be.
Was ever a man so bewritten by a nagging female helper?
The nagging that a woman does, 'tis all she's got, God help her.
There's an old saying, it says that every dog will have his day.
There's another saying, marry a dog and there's only hell to pay. Oh, I know that's not a saying, not a saying, but that's the one you'll hear me say.
Keep her supper. Rather me. Not if she went down on a bended knee, would I take it? No. A man might do with a sausage. There! Who is it? Who is it, for God's sake?
I seen herself leaving.
Oh, doctor. Oh, you paid me a turn there.
Whose is all the books in the house?
What is son of Mary's? The doll's house, ghosts, the wild duck. Books only fit for children.
That's a true word, Captain.
I have to go to a job tomorrow. Gary Devine come running about a job in the Rathmines.
Oh, be the holy, that's good news.
Well, I wonder if you and my condition would you call it good news? Hardly able to crawl, pains in my legs.
Oh, yes, yes, I forgot about the pains in your legs.
I wouldn't mind it if Jerry had said it to me alone, but no, he goes shouting it out to Juno. Juno is Jasper.
We all have our troubles, Captain.
The Pharaoh's taking a great interest in Captain Boyle because of what Johnny did for his country. Curious way to reward Johnny by making his poor old father go to work.
With them rotten legs of yours.
Well, tumbling off a ladder, probably. It's a fine end for Captain Boyle. A man who faced every danger of the angry seas could hurl at him.
God be with the young days, Captain, when you were stepping the decks of a manly ship.
These sailing days. Shots and me boy, them was days. Let me tell you, them was days. Even in the sailing days, it fills me full of emotion.
Me Captain,
Out to the south, fair and forth, spraying me face from up the north, sailing the Gulf of Mexico, the Antarctic Ocean.
that's a darling ocean.
Waves were smashing the porter's vein, the ship began to founder. The wind was blowing a hurricane, it blowed as loud as it flowed, and it flowed, and it flowed, it never undulled, forever it flowed. Swearing of all it was me last, sensing me peril, I looked up at the sky. At last they said the question, what is the stars?
That question of questions, a question to me. What is the star?
There's questions galore to be answered before all the world gets be tangled for fair.
Such as which is which, why is wherefore? How can what's here
can. Well, is this glossy air, or you lower your snout on the bar? When you tighten it in your belt, set your mind at an air to find out, the ongoings on of the stars. The stars, though distant be Venus and Mars, and all them stars will build it about, till we will, there's no doubt, being not deaf nor blind, if we use half our mind, we shall find what we find, going on, goings on of the stars.
I can't be off, Captain. You'd never know the minute Juno would hop in on us.
Well, let her hop in. I am not going to do only what she damn well likes. Today, Doctor, there is going to be issued a proclamation by me establishing in this house an independent republic. And Juno will have to take an oath of allegiance.
Be firm, Captain, be firm. Holy God, here she is.
Come in, Mr. Benjamin. I'm sure he's home. Hey, come on out, boy. We have a visitor. And you say you're bringing some news to us.
Yes, and it's good news. Though I'd rather save it until your husband joins us.
Oh, you must excuse the state of the place. Boyle's not the neatest man you ever laid eyes on, but he does have his good points.
He's a hard-working fellow, I suppose.
I wouldn't say that's one of them.
If he's steady and sober.
You're wide of the mark there.
Well, it's an old rule. No man is perfect.
And he must have learned it at his mother's knee. He's been living by it ever since. Come on out now, Boyle. You're keeping our visitor waiting. Oh, this is me son, Mr. Benjamin. None can deny he did his bit for Ireland. If that's going to do him any good.
I'd do it again, Ma. I'd do it again for a free Ireland.
You lose your other arm, too.
Yes, there's been enough maiming and killing here to last a lifetime. I heard of a young man killed from around here somewheres, betrayed by one of his own friends. An informer, they said.
My God, is there nothing better to be talking about than killing?
Johnny,
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
that's all right. He knew the lad. He's that touchy. Ah, here's himself. No, this is me husband, Mr. Bentham.
Very glad to know you, Mr. Boyle. How are you?
Oh, I'm not too well at all. I suffer terrible pains in my legs. So, if it's a job of working from them out.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Bentham says he has good news.
I suppose you will remember your cousin, William Boyle of Santry.
Is it that prognosticator and procrastinator? Of course I remember him.
Well, he's dead, Mr. Boyle.
Well, not when you're going to mourning for him.
Well, he's left you some money.
God respect him.
A week before he died, he sent for me to write his will for him. He told me there were two only he wished to leave his property to. His second cousin, Michael Finnegan of Santry, and John Boyle, his first cousin of Dublin.
Me? Is it me?
You, Mr. Boyle. I have a copy of the will here with me, and it's been duly filed in the court of probate.
Oh, glory be to God! Mary! Mary! Oh, this is me, Dr. Mary, Mr. Bentham. Mr. Bentham's come with some great good news.
Oh, you're a doctor, too. I'm delighted.
Bring me the will, man. Bring the will.
Yes, of course, Mr. Boyle. Cheers. This is the last will and testament of William Boyle of Santry in the county of Dublin. I hereby order my property to be sold and divided as follows. £20 to the St. Vincent de Paul Society.
Well, that's a waste.
The rest of my property to be divided between Michael Finnegan of Santry and John Boyle of Dublin, duly attested and notarized, etc., and so on.
Well, how much will be coming out of it?
We can estimate half the property would be anything between £3,000 and £4,000.
A fortune, Ma! A fortune! Don't believe it! I can't believe it!
It's true, Mrs. Boyle.
It is, and it's hard to believe it without turning a hand for it. It's grand. It's a blessing already, Johnny. You're smiling.
I knew today was my lucky day. But first off, I get the offer of a job through the kindness of Father Pharaoh. And then I get this tremendous inheritance. And I don't need the job after all.
legs big.
Well, goodbye for now, Mr. Boyle. Mrs. Boyle?
Oh, Mary, would you see Mr. Bentham to the door? Sure, Johnny, you've been cooped up long enough. Why don't you get out? Take a stroll.
Oh, maybe tomorrow. Go to my room.
Ah, Juno, you remember some 25 years past I told you that if you hooked up with me, you'd be doing yourself a good turn.
It was a long time waiting for your cousin Bill to go.
I'll make your day shine, Juno. Now that the burden's off me back, I'll make your day shine.
Will you, boy? There's an old saying, it's never too late to change. I blunder surely.
As another saying, now that I am rich, I've changed entirely.
That's not a saying, not a saying. You know as well as me.
I'll tell you what I know it's not, but I swear it's gonna be. Sure it's gonna be.
I'm even glad you won't have to trouble about a job or way now.
When I recall them twinges in me legs, I have to smile now.
There's an old saying, time will tell, that's a true one too, as you know.
There's another saying, you're all the world to me, my darling Juno.
Sure, that's not a saying,
not a saying, but that's the one you'll hear from me.
It's been a trying day. Every muscle in my body aches just from the act of breathing.
I should be upstairs fixing me dress.
Do you have to let it out?
Only a touch around the bosom. It's lazying around all day that puts it on them.
Everything puts it on. It's like the good Lord amuses himself with pumping fat into me.
Oh, Johnny, are you going out to meet some friends?
No. No, I'm just going to wander about the city for a bit.
First time Johnny's been out in some time.
Poor lad, he's not been himself since he was hurt.
Juno Boyle certainly has her burdens. Poor Johnny. Say nothing of that strutting peacock of a husband.
Well, her burdens are eased now with the money that will be coming into them.
No one deserves a turn for the better more than Juno Boyle. She did so.
Oh, she does show a sharp tongue at times.
Oh, she can be bitter.
Harsh and nasty.
Paddy says it's a tremendous sum that's coming to them. Well, they can use a bit of luck.
I could use a bit of luck myself.
Who couldn't? Who couldn't?
Who couldn't?
I may seem quite free of care. The ladies know I'm happy share. Widowed so early, young without a man. Desperate, lonely, I'm a decent woman, but only human. When what you've had, you can miss it. Yes, indeed you can. You poor thing, you poor thing, you poor thing.
If nature only care, I wish you knew what I've to bear. Body disorders rack me brain like sin. Chills and spasms, not a moment's leisure from some seizure. When they locate a strange disease, it's me they find it in. Poor thing, you poor thing, you poor thing.
Everyone has troubles, dear, but mine is one you'll hate to hear. Paddy, it beats me. 'Tis his love that speaks. Then he's charming, but of me for weeks. You poor thing, you poor thing, you poor
Talk of troubles, think of mine. At my last meeting, I was 9. True love is fleeting. Cherish well your lad. All your spasms and conditions I used up for positions. That cuddle kissing you've been missing, I've not ever had.
You poor thing, you poor thing. I've got more than double my share of trouble. No sympathy can comfort me, it's to myself I sing. You poor thing, you poor thing. You wretched, 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 poor, poor thing.
You've enjoyed coming out here with me these last few nights, looking out at the world, feeling in tune with the elements, as the poet says. It's only a short time we met, but a short time can be a long time if it's used properly. I like the fine things in life. I've always looked for a finer sort of girl, and I think I've found her.
Do you think so, Charlie?
That pretty face and those dancing eyes and that trim little waist, they don't displease me either.
Do I dare to uncover my true heart? I'll never be ever the same. And do I dare to reveal the longing I feel now I know its name? Will you care or be sorry? I know you. If once I show you my true heart, oh, I can live by my love. I can die by my love, and my love will sure endure till death do us part. Now I swear by the heaven above you that I do love you, my true heart.
It's a joy to me you feel that way.
Tell me, Charlie, is that the way you feel?
Of course, Mary, of course I do. I will dare to uncover my true heart and never be ever the same. And I will dare to reveal the longing I feel when I say your name. I'm a beggar that's begging to know you, and I can show you my true heart. Though there's no question of living or dying, what's the good of your faith or sighing? There's no need to seek about till death do us part. Now I swear by the heaven above you that I do love you, my true heart.
If you want me, take me now. I give you
seen Johnny Boyle about the last day or so?
Well, he's upstairs now, I'm sure, if you want to see him.
We want to see him alone. Don't you ever come out for a breath of air?
We haven't seen him outside for weeks.
No, not Johnny.
Has he spoken to any of you about his friend, Tancred?
The boy that was killed.
He was an Irish hero, missus. And we'll give him an Irish hero's funeral.
There's Johnny's sister coming now. You can ask her questions off of her.
No, we don't want to be talking to his sister. And don't you tell him it was here.
Now, what did them IRA boys want of Johnny Boyle?
It was mighty suspicious. It looks like Mary's given Jerry Devine the go line. Good evening, Mr. Bentham. Mary.
You make the handsomest looking couple in Dublin.
Oh, by the by, Mr. Bentham, as a matter of interest, where's the money coming in?
Well, Mrs. Madigan, there are many complications to the probating of a will.
Then it's not the sure thing.
If Charlie says it's a sure thing, I'm not worried over it.
You found a good thing in Mary there, Mr. Bentham. Have you given a thought to marrying at all?
Shall we say the thought has entered my mind?
Well, no, it's not a tremendous distance from the mind to the tongue, is it? There's no choice like the choice of marriage. Isn't that the truth, ladies?
That's what I've been told.
Oh, Mrs. Boyle! Oh, don't you have a sight? You too, Mr. Boyle!
You look stylish. The new outfit is a glorious sight, Ma.
Your dad wanted to get to the money that's coming in.
That outfit's just a starter. The lady will be bedecked like a queen in a day or two.
Oh, I do feel grand.
Oh, it's good to see you in gay spirits, Mrs. Boyle.
And why not? Why not? This is my day. All these treasures come my way indeed. This must be my day. And I must hold it close. I must grab it tight. Grab it, take it, hold it close. Who knows when such another comes around? I never thought I'd feel my feet don't touch the ground. And may I say, oh, if I could grant your greatest wish on this lovely day, your one desire, what do you say? Give me loving on a day so fair, a day so fine. In the shine of the sun, I'll be basking and be asking the one I love be mine.
Give me fortune, line me pockets well with wherewithal. Sure, your life's very fine if you're lucky, but if you're lucky, you get your love plus all.
It is a day for naming long reprise, and think the whole world of. What do you say?
Such a time to live, what's your pleasure?
On a day like this, all else above,
Give me love, give me fortune as well as love.
Give me friends all the way, me own teeth till my dying day. Just a long and happy life.
one sound husband,
One rich wife, give me fame and notoriety. I'll see to that of luxury and everything that's good and with me long. Captain, name your pleasure.
Me? I've now a great responsibility. I hope the neighbors all will come to me. For simple sound advice a roar or so, I'll want a fountain pen, a small portfolio, a water spectacles, the kindest is, and narrow ribbon rum and water is. I'll read those thick newspapers, take my choice, and from even rhyme.
On a day like this, give me loving, all day so fair and day so fine. In the shine of the sun, I'm asking, and asking the one I love be mine. On a day
And now for your edification.
You suffer like a saint, Captain.
I thought you'd be late for your own party. And what's this curiosity?
Wait till you hear it, Juno. The tone and clarity of the mechanism.
And how much for it?
Oh, it's a business, Juno. Don't trouble yourself with the details.
Or to be running into too much debt, Jack, all this new furniture and that monstrosity?
I doubt around a couple of £1,000 the whole thing.
I don't hold with borrowing and the money not in yet.
Ah, good evening, Mr. Penter. Well, this himself, she'll be out in a minute. This is Dr. Daly, past Chief Ranger of the dear little Shamrock branch of the Irish National Foresters. An old front-top neighbour who never despaired even in the darkest days of Ireland's sorrow.
Nil desperandum, Captain, nil desperandum.
Good evening, Charlie.
Good evening, Mary. How pretty you're looking.
Ah, Mr. Bentham, I see by the paper that the whole exchange was down 0.5%. The whole world's in a terrible state of chances. So I was wondering if you've heard any word yet of the wheel money.
The wheels of the law grind exceeding slow.
But they are grinding.
Ah, Jerry, I'm glad you was able to come to our gathering. This is very divine, Mr. met him, an old neighborhood friend of theirs.
I'm glad to meet any old friend of our Mary's. Our Mary, is it?
Well, enough of this, Roland. Juno, Mary, let's have some entertainment for our visitor. Give us Bird Upon a Tree.
Oh, that's a darling song, a darling song.
Oh, no, I'm not in a singing humor.
I've enjoyed hearing it, Mary.
There is an old madrigality that Juno learned at her mother's knee. Often in the old days, we birds would sit above the fire and staring into the roaring flames, thinking our thoughts. And then...
Boy, are we going to sing it or not?
Say,
Come, Mary. We'll do our best. There was a bird upon a tree. Its foot was caught within its own nest. It pulled and pulled, could not be free, although it pulled without zest. There came a wind and rushing rain that swayed the nest again and again, all beating back its feathers wet. The bird was truly sorely beset. The rain was still, the wind died down, the nest remained upon a tree, and then a strange miracle did happen. The bird looked down and was free. Ah, yes, 'twas the storm itself that did free the bird upon the
Very nicely rendered indeed.
this is Melody, the old sport. Oh, there's some people who know how to dress. Hey, just
Fair as the blossoms that bloom in the May, and sweet as the scent of new-mown hay.
Well, Mrs. Madigan, is it tea or what?
Well, I just had my tea before I came out. I'm never the same when I drink too much tea. Thanks for the same.
What about the bottle of stout?
The bottle of stout will be a bit heavy on my stomach after the tea.
Or a drop of whiskey?
Yes, another whiskey.
I thought there was sitting a body out in the backyard, Mrs. Boyle.
He was just waiting for all the arrivals. We can go on now if you like.
Oh, no, wait! May I say, how pleased I am to have the goodness of your assembly at our little entertainment. Have you feel the fun, word from everyone, please to treat the house as your own. May I advertise, I've a small surprise, having just been and bought a gramophone.
Captain has bought a gramophone.
And why not? You had best look sharp. I am even conceiving a purchase of music in the house suits a worthy house, gives it graciousness to the brim. When you're full of cares, property affairs, sure a man wants a soothing interim. Ah, yes, there's nothing like a hymn.
And why not? Since your man's well right.
I am even conceiving, regaling you tonight.
Music in the house, what a perfect thing. 'Tis a person taking and more. It can fill the house with a bright and new. Every window and wall adore.
That's a darling scratch.
to the church with him, Mrs. Tancred.
Thank you, Mrs. Ward. Oh, it's the pain I suffered bringing him into the world, carrying to his grave. To the pains I'm suffering now, carrying him out of the world to bring him to his grave.
Maybe it would be easier for you not to go at all, Mrs. Tancred.
I see the first of him, and I'd see the last. My home's gone now. He was the only child. Oh, Lord, where were you when my darling son was riddled with bullets? Riddled with bullets! Almighty God, take away our hearts of stone and give us hearts of flesh. Take away this murder and hate, and give us thy holy love.
So, you're not going to the funeral? You don't take enough of your dead comrade to pay your respects?
I'm not well. I'm not well, I tell you.
There's to be a battalion staff meeting tomorrow night. You're to be there.
Why?
They think you might know something about who gave the word where Robbie Tancred was hiding.
I won't go then. I know nothing about it. Nothing I done enough for Ireland. Who gets me harm? Good God. Haven't I done enough for Ireland?
No man can do enough for Ireland.
catching a chill in my lower groin. Paddy's coat needs mending. I should have seen to it. I don't, for God's sake. You know, Mary Boyle's Mr. Bentham has flowed. That Mickey Dazzler fellow of hers has given her the fling. Him and the great fortune he was bringing them. They've been borrowing and borrowing for hard cash.
He might be back.
Once they leave you, they leave you. At least I know where mine went. God rest her soul.
It must be a comfort to know wherever he is that no other woman's got him.
Small comfort. Every night in widowed state, I sit beside my lonely plate. Supper goes tasteless, that's what longing does. Even the memory of him is no attraction or satisfaction, because I keep remembering what a puny man he was. Poor thing, you poor thing, you poor Lord. When I dwell on our complaints, I think we four must all be saints, suffering with patience our indignity. Each a martyr with our woes to share and our cross to bear, but the worst is how I have to listen to these other three. You poor thing, you poor thing, you wretched, 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 poor, poor
Not a drop of nothing in the house. Where's that bottle of stout?
Excuse me. I hope I'm not disturbing you in any great consideration of your legacy. But putting aside all formalities, I suppose you remember the £3 I lent you that I raised on my blankets.
Well, I have it recorded in my book. It'll be repaid with interest when the ship comes home.
And I don't want no ship, I want my blankets to come home. I'll be too hot in the next world, I don't want to be too cold in this one. I want the £3, please.
This is a very sudden demand, Mrs. Madigan. You can't get blood out of a turnip, can you?
You're no turnip. But I can't get me cash. I'll get the board to push it.
Hey, now where are you going with that?
Not going to go slacking around with Maisie Madigan's money. I'll pull some of those gorgeous feathers out of your tail.
But it's not my property, and it's not paid for yet.
Nothing remains to me conscience, because I'll be taking what doesn't belong to you.
What in the world's going on here? What's coming to it all? I tell you, Doctor, there's any morality left in the world.
I wouldn't have believed it when you seen it with my own two eyes.
You know, Nugent the tailor took me new suits back. And the Hibernian Furnishing Company is threatening to take the manager.
Oh, that's shocking, shocking. Man's inhumanity to man makes countless thousands more.
What in the name of God made Nugent and Mrs. Madigan come tearing in here, I wonder?
Jealousy and spite, I suppose. Maybe they heard a rumor that you weren't going to get the money.
Who says we're not going to get the money? It was you. Huh? It was you who said it, you twister.
Who's a twister? Have you never twisted yourself? Gee, I can't believe a word that comes out of your mouth.
Get out! I always knew that you were a prognosticator and a procrastinator. Farewell, me body, farewell. I've got far sweeter flowers to smell. You were always a lousy fella, drinker and a stinker. Be on your way and be damned.
Farewell, me butty, goodbye. It's fed up to me eyeballs and I have Rex nursed you till you're proper poop, but you're so stupid. Out of me way and be damned. Farewell.
Wait, you'll wait a whole lifetime till you find a passer blind, such as I am. down.
Your water's down, Misa.
The door's in your face and it's slammed. Farewell, fate. You'll wait, please, while I state. May you now be one time made disintegrate.
Great is the blaring you yell. But it's only hot air you expel.
You're a mix of a miserable expressions of unculture.
The essence of a vulture.
A wormy submargin.
Yet dear dead departed.
Be gone and be dogged, be damned, farewell.
Farewell, Captain Jackie Boyle, Esquire, infernal rogue and damned lawyer.
Oh, something to say to you, John. About Mary. Just come from the doctor with her.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm sorry to say there's a great deal wrong with her. He told me to get her married at once. For Mary's going to have a baby.
A baby? Well, what will Benton say when he hears that?
Are you blind, man? Can't you see it was Bentham did this wrong to her?
Well, then he'll marry her. You have to marry
He
her.
knows gone to England these 2 months. And God knows where he's now.
Oh. Oh, you think it's a nice thing to come on top of me? Am I going through enough without having to go through all of this?
What are you saying, man? It's our Mary and she's in trouble.
Hey, man, make a bit more for her.
Mary, is it?
Yes, it's your darling sister. But she won't be for long. She's going to leave this place and make it quick, too.
We needn't let it be bellowed all over the place. We can go quietly, move somewhere we're not known. Pay for it out of money.
Money? What money?
The real money, of course.
There's no money coming from the will. You think you've heard about something you might as well hear the rest? There's no money coming to us at all. The will's a washout.
What are you saying, man? No money.
How can it be a washout?
That's the cable down. That the company's going to John Boyle of Dublin. We're not saying the part about us being cousins. And now Eric Jack Boyle in Dublin is going around saying his hair.
No, I know why he left poor Mary in the lodge. Was there not even a middling and honest man left in the world?
You'll be worried from everybody to feel yourself dear. And now you tell us the whole thing's a washout.
I'm going out now. I have a few drinks from the last few makes that I have. And you tell that lassie of yours not to be here when I come back.
Boy, if Mary goes, I'll go with her.
Go with her. I lived before I seen this. And I can live when you said gone.
I'll turn up the kettle, John. I'll go get your sister.
John Boyle?
Oh, God.
You're wanted, Johnny. Some of us have a word to say to you.
I'm sick. I can't.
Have you your beads?
Beads. I'm an old comrade. You would shoot an old comrade.
Robbie Tancred was an old comrade. But you didn't think of that when you gave him away to the British and sent him to his grave. Come on.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, they made me do it. I am strong like you and the other. I don't stand up to it. They make me do it. They make me.
come to tell you that I want you, Mary. That I need you, Mary. If you still have me.
You still say that after all that's happened?
What does it matter what's happened? I love you, Mary. I'll never stop loving you. Oh, Mary, will you give us one kind word? Now we're together and lots occurred. Isn't it time they gave us one kind word? Mary.
You haven't the bitter word of scorn for me, Jerry. Even though I'm going to have a baby. Yes, Jerry, I'm going to have a baby. Ah, that you didn't know. Now you know all, Jerry. I know, Jerry. I know what you're thinking, and I don't blame you. It's a saint you'd have to be not to think it, and you're a man, yes. And so your understanding and pity has its limits. Yes, it can be a rare and golden thing sometimes. One kind word. For I wished it so. When was that? So long ago. And I had my wish, but I lost it too. What a great fool was I, thinking wishing would make it last. Could a dream vanish so fast that seemed so good and true? And when come it does, in the shape of love or life, it will take my life and my love I know. All my grand aims with so many names, they've struck me dumb, and now who knows what's to come? Because I wished it so.
All at once, it's Johnny.
I'm sorry I had to bring you the hard news, Mrs. Boyle. I have a lad of my own.
I knew it myself, I think. I felt something was going to befall Johnny.
I'm sorry.
Maybe I didn't feel sorry enough for Mrs. Tancred. But her poor son was found as Johnny's been found now. Oh, why didn't I remember that? That he wasn't a diehard or a rebel, but only a poor dead son. It's well that I remember all she said. And it's my turn to say it now. What was the pain I suffered, Johnny? Bringing you into the world, to carry you to your cradle, to the pains I suffer now. Carrying you out of this world, to bring you to your grave. Oh, Sacred Heart of Jesus, have mercy on us. Dear Lord God, take away our hearts of stone. Give us hearts of flesh. Give us hearts of flesh. Where, dear Lord
Trust her. You'll shortly have trouble of your own to be.
What'll we do now, Mother? What'll we do now?
We'll live, Mary. Tomorrow will be coming and it must be lived. But not here, Mary, not here. We'll be going to me sister's where you can take a full breath without the smell of sadness in it.
But what about Father?
It's your father first for himself now. I've done all I could. Come, Mary. We'll get our few things together.
You mean leave tonight?
Yes. The sooner we leave one place, the sooner we get to another. Get your things, Mary. We could be there in a few hours. Oh, Mary, that would be Shaw.
Its fruit was caught within its own nest. The rain was still, the wind died down. Will there be room for a few books?
Yes.
The bird looked down and was free. Ah, yes, 'twas the storm itself that did free.
We'll work hard, Mary, for the sake of the baby.
Me poor child that'll have no father.
It'll have something far better. It'll have two mothers.